What's good, my man of society? It is your host with the most, Shadow Loke, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and are subscribed to the channel. It's absolutely free. That is how you help my channel get into the algorithm. Highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Don't cost nothing. Join the madness. Now, what I wanted to get into was actually something that I was sent by one of my good subscribers, Menace of the Street 41. Shout out to the homie. He actually asked me this about 4 days ago, right? And he sent me a few clips and a few links, right? You know, asking my opinion on the individual in red whose name is D Kane, right, from Texas. And I didn't know who the individual was. Apparently, he's somebody who's, trending and going viral on TikTok, right? I don't have TikTok, so therefore I had no knowledge of any of this, right? So I didn't know who the individual was, but apparently he does videos on TikTok and, he has a buzz, right? So, I peeped out the clips that the homie sent and the links, right? And I, scoped it out. And, not going to say that I was, a fan of the content, right? But, it's, I guess, videos that people enjoy, right? So, homie's doing his thing, right? Like, I'm not a hater. I'm not going to come and hate on the individual, right? I know other individuals take shots of, these Edgars or look at the way they, but... And like I have always said, I don't understand why people have such a focus and a dislike towards individuals, wardrobe or hairstyle, you know what I mean? Like, would it help if he was wearing Ben Davis and bald? How is that going to change his attitude and his character overall, how people see him as an individual, how he carries himself? That's not going to change. So what does it matter? You know what I mean? People view them like this for their actions, but now if all of a sudden they became bald and wore Ben Davis, all of a sudden will people now see them down? Even though they already judged their character as this way? And that just makes no sense. You know what I mean? I don't know what individuals are capable of, right? So, I view everyone as a threat if they try to get on that level. Because whenever you let your guard down or think that you have the upper hand, or because you view somebody lesser, then that's when fools, catch the blues, right? You always got to be prepared. So, got to view the playing field the same. That's how you survive. But overall, right, he's an individual. I don't know if he bangs or not, right? But apparently he had that a chat with Lefty Gunplay, right? Lefty Gunplay asked him, where he was from, and the individual didn't answer the question, right? And apparently he got emotional or something like that, right? And now people were saying that Lefty came at him gangbanging. Like, I didn't view Lefty gangbanging in that video. Gangbanging is if he was like, hey homie, fuck you from homie, this hey, let's meet up right now, homie, out there, I smoke your homies, and that's gangbanging, right? Trying to get it cracking, right? He merely asked him that where was he from, if he was a homie, because of his tattoos. And because they're looking to collaborate. Yeah, if I'm going to collaborate with somebody and if he looks affiliated, I'm going to wonder the same thing and ask the same thing. Hey, where you from? As somebody who's from the streets, bro, this is information we have to know. He wasn't asking him to bang his hood or whatever. He was just asking him a question like that. He just asked him where he was from. That's not banging on the net. Banging on the net is like, what's up, homie? I'll meet up, homie. Bring whoever. Hey, homie, shit, we got the gas store. Man, we'll get it cracking. Fuck your neighborhood. That's gangbanging. And that's when fools are gangbanging on there, right? He asked him a simple question. Kind of asking, like, where, like where somebody lives or what ethnicity they are. Because when you're from the streets, that's attached to who you are. And if you're looking to collaborate with individuals, and individuals have to know this information. He has the 1-3 tattooed on his forehead, right? And this individual next to him is some guy named Lalo, apparently another TikToker, right? I'm not too familiar, right? But apparently they go at it back and forth, and he roasts him and stuff like that, right? But they do, stuff together, right? And he actually watched one video where he's actually giving the homie some good advice, right? Telling him that, you using these tattoos as like a motive to get clout and to use fun and games, but if you get locked up, those tattoos mean something, right? And it's not going to be fun and games and clout chasing and all this and that once you're in there. And if you're faking the funk and stuff like that, then they're going to eat you up alive. And like I said, I don't come in here and discuss no prison stuff and anything like that, but he gave him some great advice because it's true. If you go in there faking it, you're not going to survive the jungle. This life, you get nothing out of the streets, bro. It's nothing to idolize, nothing to clout over, nothing to glorify, nothing that you'll get something beneficial out of it. It's chaos, it's hectic, it's chaotic, it's real shit. You know what I mean? And individuals out there don't care for individuals faking the funk, bro. And when you're giving off this image like you're from the streets or that you're, with the business or you're a part of, what they have going on, because that's the image you want to give off, then they're gonna want to see what you're made out of, bro. Because every dog has their day. Because talking is only gonna be able to take you so far. There's gonna come a time where you're gonna get put to the test. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, like, it's not something that you want to portray, to be, because there's gonna be a time where you're gonna have to perform, and like I said, you're gonna get nothing out of it, right? So why fake it, if that's not what you're truly about? Now I don't know the individual, so I'm not coming and saying that he's not with the business or nothing, but it was good advice because he's young and stuff like that, right? And apparently he has an ankle monitor, so he's already going down the wrong path, right? But he's not clear if he's from the streets or not, or if he's just he's limboing in there, right? And that already shows a lot of not the best credentials, right, when it comes to the streets, right? It already shows that maybe homie really is not from the streets, right? So why pretend, right? Like I said, if you're gonna pretend to be something, pretend to be something productive, not something that's full of negativity, right? Because from what I've seen is that people, clown on him a lot, right? He's somebody who's become a meme, right? They clown on him, they bang on him, he got his chain snatched, so it's already going all bad for homie, right? And I seen the video where he got his chain snatched, and the guy just took it and he didn't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? He kept saying he's on his ankle monitor. Let me tell you something. In the streets, bro, ankle monitor or not, in parole office or not, if a fool's disrespecting, the fool's homies take flight, bro. We handle business. You know what I mean? I have gotten down when I was on probation, and the probation officer in the office and everything. When one of my enemies, was there and decided to, diss the neighborhood, and we got it cracking. That's just the way it goes. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's down or whatever the fuck, but in this life, you never let another man disrespect you and what you stand on, right? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the streets is no joke, bro. It's not a game out there. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're going to get nothing positive out of it because people are like, well, that's going to get you more time or that's going to get you busted. You got to be smarter. But that's what I'm telling you, bro. Why don't you understand that the streets give you nothing good? Nothing positive is going to come out of it, bro. You're trying to get positivity out of something or trying to make it positivity out of something that's negative, bro, period. It's designed for negativity, surrounded by negativity and chaos. The life is not meant to be understood. That's when we'll be like, oh, well, that's stupid. Yeah, but that's how it goes. You get what I mean? And the fact that he's young, this is the time where homies are more, explosive. You don't get more with it as time goes by, right? If anything, the opposite happens, right? You start now, thinking of other stuff, So if they're not with it at this time period, then, you know what I mean? They're just not built for the game. And I don't understand why individuals try to, I guess, maybe, wanting to belong, why they choose this path, I have no idea. Right? But it does happen. But he did give him, I get it. He clowns on him and stuff like that. And, people could probably see that as hating and whatnot. But in that video that I seen, he was giving him some good advice and telling him, what it really is. I don't know if homie's from the streets or if he bangs or anything like that because I don't know the individual either, right? But what he was saying was factual. Don't get lost in the views and in the hype and in the fame, because it really isn't worth, because individuals are going to want to see later on, right? And if you start going down this path, you're going to sink more to the bottom of that rabbit hole, bro, until you end up in a situation where you're not going to be able to talk yourself out of it. And then reality's going to hit, and by then it's going to be too late once you want to hit rewind. Because in real life, there is no rewind. You know what I mean? So you got to always think about what you're saying, what you do. Is it really worth it, bro? Because these people that are giving you those views and everything, once you lose it all, and you're out there, in a predicament or a scenario or caged up, none of them views are gonna be there for you or remember you or have your back or support you. And then you're gonna realize, how real shit is. And by then, and knock on wood, but individuals have ended up losing their lives for trying to play the streets. So it's not something that you want to do. And that's not to hate on the individual or nothing like that, or jealousy or envy, whatever. Advice. Something to think about. Because like I said, bro, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all that, it really isn't worth it, bro. But that neglection shit is real shit, bro. See how people just crave, attention, bro. They're willing to do the most craziest shit just to get, people to pay attention to them for a few minutes. It's a cold game. Saying, it's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Leave in the comments. Shadow, we up.